Check, 1, 2, 3. Check, 1, 2, 3. For recording purposes, if I can get your name, please, what you do, and of course, what vehicle you drive.
Ryan Anderson. I drive a Monster Jam truck, and it's called Son of a Digger.
Let's do this. Coming down in 3, 2, 1. First, man, thank you so much for doing this interview with me. I mean, I know you and I have talked before, but it's usually been on the phone. So getting a chance to talk to you as we are here at Rogers Center, getting up for the monster truck action, like just behind you there, I can see they're putting down the sand. This is a really big event, but man, the work they got to do before you guys get here is pretty incredible.
Absolutely. It's unreal what we do in just a week's time. We have to bring 600 loads of dirt in, set up the track, build it all, put on this event that's huge, going to pack this place out, not one but 2 nights, and then take everything back out the next week and have it ready for the next event.
How does it feel being part of this type of a sport where it really does bring families together? I mean, you know, you go to some sporting events where sometimes there's fighting, there's this and that. No, this is just pure action and pure fun.
Absolutely. It's an honor to be a part of Monster Jam. My dad had a big part in creating Monster Jam. He brought out Gravedigger 35 years ago. Monster Jam's 25th anniversary this year. So Monster Jam has been a part of my life since day one. I've known nothing but monster trucks. So now that I'm actually a big part of it, I get to do the interviews, get to be involved with the fans, the people, and make everybody's day out there performing my truck. I mean, it's amazing. There's no other feeling like it. I've tried everything and anything in my life to match this feeling, and nothing even is close.
Okay, well, talk about that. What was it like growing up, knowing that, you know, you've got dads out there who work construction, dads who work, as police officers and stuff. Your dad, he did something very, very, very different.
My childhood, I always thought was normal until I got of age to look around and kind of say, no, this was not normal. This was just berserk. But I would never change a second of it. I absolutely love it. I've always said, if it wasn't for Monster Jam, I have no idea what I would do because I can't even bag a grocery that good. So, I mean, I loved my childhood. It was insane. My friends always came over. That's a big part of my life is being an entertainer, not only to the fans, but my friends and family. So we always did that growing up as kids. We'd have the friends and families over and hanging out, having a good time. We'd always hot rodding something. Anything with a steering wheel, we had it, and we loved to play with it.
Okay, so, but knowing that you were going to follow a huge legacy, was that tough on you, knowing that you were going to follow in your dad's footsteps and be in this great sport?
A lot of times there is a lot of pressure, but it was what I was kind of born to do, I say. You know, I always knew this was going to be what I was going to do growing up. So I was ready for this pressure. I think this pressure is normal. If I didn't have this type of pressure on me, I don't know if I would perform as well. I love to be able to perform at the top and do it as hard as I can, as long as I can. It's a blast. So being Gravedigger's son and having the fan base following me, not only from my father, but my new fans that I've created, it puts me on a whole nother level. And another great thing is I never have to hold back because I know I have all these fans supporting me. So no matter what I tear up, I know the fans, they're spending our hard-earned money on the t-shirts and merchandise. That's our sponsors. They are paying for all this crazy stuff that we do. And if I don't tear it up, I'm not doing them justice. I know what they want to see, and I make sure to do it every time.
Okay, so describe your vehicle, sir.
My vehicle is a really crazy, awesome whole concept put together. So the body is a 1950 Jeep Willys panel. So that's what my grandfather had when my father was young. It was kind of my grandfather's hot rod. So my dad always remembered his dad being awesome in this 50 Willys. So I used that body, went with a crazy paint scheme, kind of not necessarily a knockoff, but a tag-along of Gravedigger. Gravedigger has a graveyard on the side with all the competitors' trucks. So I wanted to do a junkyard, and I got the competitors' trucks crashed and bashed in my junkyard where I've taken them out in competition. And then behind that, there's a storyline of the Gravediggers. From the first ever Gravedigger, which was actually a mud truck, all the way up through all the monster trucks to the trucks we have today. So there's a massive storyline all throughout the body, the paint scheme that you can see up close, and then far away, it looks awesome too.
Explain the rules and how this works. I've had the honor of coming to many of these shows. A lot of times people are coming for their first time. So how does this work? Because this is a 2-day event.
This Monster Jam event, we are doing 2 days, but each day we're going to do a Monster Jam racing competition. And in the beginning of the show, there's a qualifying round. The qualifying round decides which 8 trucks go to the racing competition, which 8 trucks go to the wheelie competition. So the 8 slowest trucks go to the wheelie competition to try to collect points towards our finals and world finals. Then the other 8 go to the racing bracket all the way down to the final round. And the final round decides the winner. And then after that is the absolute crowd favorite. It's Monster Jam Freestyle. We get 90 seconds to absolutely go insane. That's where you see all the crashes, the big air, the donuts, the backflips. All that crazy stuff happens in freestyle. So that caps off the night. And then also you gain points from that event as well to become the event champion if you've done good enough that night.
You know, they talk about basketball, how the fans are the the part of the team. A lot of sports do that. In this sport, this really is. They really call out fans to be part of all the action, because I know you guys love hearing them cheer when you're driving around. Even when you crash or flip over, there's always excitement going on, and it's the fans are included in this.
Absolutely. We actually have a fan panel of judges. So we hand select 6 judges that are actually fans. They're not set from anywhere from Monster Jam. We grab them as they come in the door, and they judge our freestyle and wheelie competition along with a decibel meter that's new this year. So the whole entire stadium gets to cheer for the truck they like the best. So it really, we involve the fans. All of our winnings is off the fans. If the fans don't like you, you're not going to win.
What do you think you're going to have to do, my friend, to win? And who's some of your competition?
The competition is going to be fierce here this weekend. Cody Saucier with the Monster Energy truck has just jumped leaps and bounds this year and is going crazy. He's actually in a points lead right now, so I've got to chase him down to get the lead back. He took it from me last weekend. I want to take it back this weekend. There's plenty of other trucks that are going to be competing. Gravedigger, and then there's all kinds of trucks that you're going to love to see. But tonight, or this weekend, for me, both days, I'm going to drive the truck like an absolute madman until it won't go anymore, because I know that's what everybody wants to see.
I cannot wait. Look, my friend, where do we go on the website to follow the circuit? Because you guys are traveling all over the world. And where can we follow you, too, to make sure that we know where you are and where we can see you?
MonsterJam.com has all the info you need about tickets, upcoming events, and past events. And then follow me on Instagram, Son of a Digger. It's SON-UVA DIGGER, and Ryan Anderson on Facebook. Follow all the good stuff that I'm doing, all the craziness of my life, and it's intense. I'm sure you'll love it.
I love it, Ryan. Thank you so much for this interview.
Yeah, thank you guys. Thanks for all you listeners. I want to see you out here this weekend.